Let's talk a little bit about homeschool in the age of coronavirus. Hi there, this is Big Spruce Rabbitry, and I wanted to do a little update about how coronavirus is being handled in Alaska and Fairbanks specifically, and also then go into the possibilities of homeschooling your kids as a way of avoiding the worst of this pandemic. I'm going to show you some graphs that came from the state's coronavirus response website. You can check them out in the description below. Okay. Alaska was doing a very good job of handling the coronavirus and keeping case numbers low up until about April when they decided to reopen. And now you can see that we've kind of got an exponential curve going, and that's not good. Now, it is flattening out a bit now again, because everybody's starting to use masks and are starting to take this seriously again. But if I had a kid right now, I don't think I'd want to send them back to school in a place where they would be likely to catch this virus. When you take out all of the cases that were not in Fairbanks or Anchorage, this is the graph that's left, and Fairbanks is in green and Anchorage is in red. The coronavirus has been remarkably well distributed throughout the state, as you can see in this graph, where basically every borough in the state has had at least one case. That said, the two biggest cities, Fairbanks and Anchorage, have been hit very hard. So they are the places where I would be probably most concerned about reopening schools. From my reading, the statement that coronavirus will not affect children, I don't think is true. It's partially true where children from 0 to 10 are less likely to spread it, but if they're older than that, some studies have actually shown that they are more likely to spread it than older adults, and those kids live with adults who are potentially immunocompromised or have other things wrong, so we really don't want all of our kids to be sick with it, and we don't know what the long-term consequences of having been infected with coronavirus are, so if it's anything like polio, we might discover that it's not such a good thing. So if I had kids and I was going to be having to send them to a public school, I would be very strongly looking at homeschooling them myself. I was homeschooled from 6th to 8th grade, and it was probably the greatest gift my father ever gave me. He pulled me out of school due to bullying and basically not making academic progress. I was in special ed and just floundering in school. When I was pulled out and allowed to learn in the way that I learn best, I did far, far better and actually jumped grade levels. I went on to do very well in life and got a master's degree in physics just last year from the University of Alaska Fairbanks. So I'm a little biased toward homeschool because I have had really good experiences with it. I'm sure that other people will have had different experiences, but I still want to give a plug for it as a option that is available if you are right now sitting here looking at coronavirus and going, I don't want my kids back in school. I will be teaching 3 online geology classes through the University of Alaska Fairbanks' Summer Sessions program. You can link to them in the description below. I will be teaching 3 geology classes this fall. One for 2nd and 3rd graders, another through 4th through 6th, and finally 7th through 9th. The 7th through 9th graders will be doing geophysics, and it's a really cool set of experiments. The courses will be taught through Google Classrooms and YouTube and be supplemented with a hands-on lab kit where the kids can actually go through and do physical experiments to reinforce what they learn about geology over the course of the geology classes. I am biased since I was homeschooled and had a great experience with it, plus stand to benefit from more people homeschooling their kids. That said, do consider it as an option, especially now that we have a global pandemic that we really don't know the long-term consequences of. It could become a lifesaver and your kids may be very thankful you did it in the future. Well, I hope you learned something, and thanks for watching. I know this is a controversial subject, so please leave a comment below and like and subscribe, and check out our farm store in the description.